Greetings to the Friends of the International Art Museum of America. This is Dr. Loretta Huang, Director of Museum Operations. The IAMA Board, especially the Board President Mr. Matthew Kwan, IAMA administrators, and staff members are excited and pleased to present this video program to celebrate the 10th anniversary of our museum. IAMA was established on October the 15th, 2011 as a permanent museum dedicated to displaying works by artists from around the world. Proudly a part of San Francisco's downtown community, IAMA is a nonprofit art museum that strives to provide a global lens for people to appreciate art and culture. IAMA works continuously to acquire diverse artworks to expand its collection, thus promote harmony and peace among peoples. Since its founding, IAMA has been a place of peaceful reflection and international understanding. The extraordinary and exquisite collection of art, including Professor Yuhua Shouji Wang, H.H. Dojiejiang Buddha III, Zhang Daqian, Qi Baishi, Vladimir Semensky, and artists from around the world, such as Algeria, Belgium, England, France, the Netherlands, Germany, Ireland, Norway, Scotland, Russia, and the United States from the 15th to the 21st centuries. IAMA has several administrators. Diana Karuri-Ermatinger was Director of Museum Operations from December 2010 to December 2011. Laura Henkel from January 2012 to February 2013. Dr. Loretta Huang, myself, from January 2013 till present. Dr. K.C. Hsieh, Deputy Director of Museum Operations from January 2016 till present, and Su Chu, Deputy Director of Museum Operations from August 2016 till present. I would like to summarize IAMA's growth. In 2015, we established the Treasure Room to house the unique Yun sculpture by His Holiness Dojiejiang Buddha III. In 2018, we established Tender Gold and Light Space galleries to display artworks by aspiring and established contemporary artists from many countries such as Canada, India, Venezuela, Mexico, Haiti, Bolivia, Ukraine, Syria, Greece, and the United States, including the Navajo Indian Nation. In late 2018, we established the world's first-class artist, Professor Yuhua Shouji Wang's exhibit room. In 2021, this year, IAMA will add new paintings to the museum to celebrate our 10th anniversary. We will also establish a coffee shop with displays of limited edition paintings by Impressionists Van Gogh and Monet and world-renowned Chinese artists. During the 10 years, IAMA has secured grants from the city of San Francisco to improve its artistic presentations. We received grants for LED light grant, for equipment, for our guided tours in 10 languages, which were recorded by community volunteers, as well as His Holiness's 16 painting styles in English and Chinese. Since 2013, IAMA has offered many activities. We have art and cultural events by artists, musicians, poets, and dancers. We held art workshops, concerts by local musicians, poetry reading, trolley dancers, Ethiopian New Year celebration, concerts by children of the San Francisco German School. We offer regular guided tours or tours by appointments free for the general public, seniors, individuals with special needs, colleges, and students of all ages. We also have workshops for children, junior high and high school students. We have very strong partnership with the City of San Francisco on national and citywide events. During the pandemic museum closure, IAMA has continued to offer online art workshops for children and adults. Following this, Dr. Casey Shea will present a detailed tour of the International Art Museum of America to share with art lovers IAMA's unique and superb exhibit and program. Happy anniversary, IAMA! Thank you all for your support.
Welcome to our special event to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of International Art Museum of America. Since founded in 2011, our museum has been a place for people to enjoy fine and world-class art from the cultures around the world. Our museum is located at 1025 Market Street in downtown San Francisco. Inside of the building, we have a garden with a tropical landscape. Our garden consists of rock formation, a cottage in artistic design, a mini pavilion, and a waterfall falling into ponds. In addition to the garden, we have a gift shop and a gallery named Kindergold on the first floor. And our main exhibitions are on the second floor with about 10,000 square feet. In the past 10 years, our museum has made significant development, including the establishment of a treasure room containing 4 pieces of young sculpture in 2015. And in addition, we added a special exhibition room dedicated to Professor Yuhua Shou Zhi Wang in year 2018. We will introduce these different components in more details in a few minutes. Our main exhibition was founded in 2011 with a masterful collection provided by H.H. Dojicang Buddha III, including both paintings and sculptures. Since then, our collection has grown to over 200 pieces of artworks from artists in China, Europe, and US. Our mission is to strive for providing an environment for people to appreciate art and culture across our diverse collection and promoting the harmony and peace among people. We carved out a special space behind the bust to promote the opportunity for established artists externally for their exhibition inside of our museum. Welcome to this special exhibition room dedicated to Professor Yuhua Shou Zhi Wang. This special installation was established in year 2018 with a variety of water and ink paintings as well as sketches. Professor Wang's acclaimed artwork has been displayed all over the world, including an exhibition at Congress in 2008, where they call her work a treasure to the world. In 2019, Professor Wang's artwork was exhibited at Shanghai Exhibition Center in China and Louvre Museum in Paris. And art critic Uday K. holds. praised this special event in Paris, saying, "I have curated and critiqued so many art exhibitions over the years, yet I have never seen such an event where all the guests were so touched and amazed by the art." Following the exhibition in Paris, Professor Peter Drake from New York Academy of Arts, the provost, presented a certificate to Professor Wen in recognizing her extraordinary contribution in representational art and abstract art. In December 2020, the chairman of Center for Peace in the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, Gi Joken, awarded an International First-Class Artist title to Professor Wen. Professor Wen is the first Asian artist who has ever received this title. On December 29th, Chairman Gi Joken came to our museum to personally present the title certificate to Professor Wen. Welcome to the European. Inside of this room, we have 9 Western paintings from artists in countries such as France, Scotland, Germany, and Belgium. One exception is a contemporary artist from Russia. Vladimir Semensky is well known for his abstract style with vibrant energy. Welcome to the Jigong Room. This room is mainly occupied by artworks from Chinese artists, including 5 out of the 16 unique styles from H.H. Dorichang Buddha III, and Professor Wen's artwork, whom we introduced earlier. And another one is the 19th century artist, Chang Shuo Wu. The 5 unique styles from H.H. Dorichang Buddha III in this room covers a wide range of specialized techniques for human figures, animals, and impressionism, etc. One highlight in artworks in this room is Monk Jigong, who is well known as a Buddhism figure, and he was determined to benefit living beings. Welcome to the Great Room. The artworks in this room is a half-half mix between European and Asian artwork. The Asian artworks are from H.H. Dorichang Buddha III, covering 3 unique styles. As a highlight, there is a magnificent sunflower, which is in the style of thickly piled patches of color. Another famous Chinese artist is Qi Baishi, who is well known for his paintings in insects. The European artworks are from France, Belgium, and Holland, ranging from realism, such as portrait, to impressionism. In contrast to the European impressionism, there are artworks from H.H. Dorichang Buddha III, also in this category. As we can see, the 16 styles from H.H. Dorichang Buddha III cover an extremely wide range of skills and techniques across Eastern and Western cultures. The treasure room in our museum was established in the year 2015. It opens 4 times a year, in the first Sunday of February, May, August, and November. It contains 4 pieces of Yong sculptures. The Yong sculpture term was introduced by H.H. Buddha III to reflect its natural charm and harmony embodied in these Yong sculptures. On July 28, 2003, U.S. Congress held a Yong sculpture exhibition in the Raven Building at Capitol Hill. The Yong sculptures were praised by Congress people as being the great contribution to mankind and treasures from heaven. In highlight, there is a unique Yong sculpture named Mysterious Mist in a Stone. Within this sculpture, we can observe a mist in a cave structure. A few years ago, a businessman offered $70 million to H.H. Buddha III to buy this artwork, but it was turned down because the artist wanted to keep this artwork for public so everybody can see it. Welcome to China Alley. As we can see, here is a traditional style of Chinese garden with decorative tiles and windows. As part of this interesting architecture and as a Chinese tradition, there are 2 gates with guardian on the door. The artworks in the China Alley consists of the artworks from H.H. Buddha III and Professor Wang, and another 3 famous Chinese artists. At the entrance of China Alley, we can see a pair of bronze lion statues made in Ming Dynasty in China about 600 years ago. As we can see, the lion on the left is a female holding a cup in her palm, while the lion on the right-hand side is a male holding a fireball. Lion statues in front of a house in Chinese tradition represent safety and luck.
Hello everyone, my name is Katrina Gomez. I'm the Program and Events Coordinator here for the International Art Museum of America. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this video commemorating our very special 10-year anniversary. Here at IAMA, we are so proud to offer 2 rotating exhibition spaces here in our main galleries. So follow along with me upstairs as we explore these spaces. So welcome to our Light Space Gallery. Our Light Space, established in 2018, was a way for IAMA to go beyond its great works of the past and for us to look into the future and display artists of today. Since its inception, this gallery has hosted artists from all over the world, including Asia, Europe, and right here in the Bay Area. So now let's take a look at some of our past shows.
My show was called 40 Weeks. And so I created work specifically for this event to document my pregnancy. As you can see behind me, I created a series of self-portraits that followed my pregnancy from 20 weeks, 30 weeks, until the end. And so my show was supposed to start while I was still pregnant, but thanks to COVID, it got backed up a little. So I ended up creating another portrait called Labor Pains. And so it extended my project past the 40 weeks. And actually my daughter was there napping in the corner that was suspended in the center of the space. I was really inspired by the architecture in Light Space Gallery. It's very iconic with the columns and the arches and that very intimate viewing space in the center. So I wanted to take that architecture and I built a site-specific sculpture to be suspended in the middle, kind of rethinking that space almost like a dreamlike state. Instead of making the arches more curved, I made them a little more kind of geometric in form.
Was a very difficult year for all of us. So I feel like this whole project in general, actually, I was just so beyond thankful for everyone at the museum for all of the help organizing the exhibition and also just helping me guide through kind of my first real in-person show, from the installation to all the back work to all the curation. I mean, I just couldn't be more thankful for this opportunity. And I really feel like the entire staff there has gone above and beyond to really make this a really positive experience for me. And especially after kind of a difficult year, I'm just so beyond thankful for that. And kind of, so while in grad school, I wasn't actually making any of the work that I showed for my solo exhibition. So all of that work was really born out of the COVID-19 pandemic and being kind of forced to go back. I moved in with my parents. I moved my studio out of the graduate center. And the title Suburban Daydream really came from me just trying to reconnect with where I grew up in suburban San Jose. I live about 2 or 3 blocks from a creek. I mean, I've always been kind of in touch with nature. And I feel like the longer that the show has been up, the more time I've been able to really reflect on it. So kind of having that support from all of you, really kind of, saved my practice in a lot of ways, and just having the full support to really put on a show.
When I went in the space to see it, it was truly, truly what the title was, the beautiful sort of skylight that cast this kind of filtered, really nice light. And kind of the obscured windows up in the very front of the gallery, because the Light Space Gallery was just starting to sort of exist, right? And a lot of people who came in just off the street, they were passing by, I don't know, after dinner, before dinner, they were surprised also at the space, like, wow, we didn't know this, sort of jewel existed here. So that was a great kind of beginning of, letting the community, letting the people know that, something like this is in the cities, like right in the heart of it.
Felt very, very honored to be part of such a wonderful group of work. And then being in the rotating show in the Light Space was, pretty much a highlight of my artistic career, to have a one-man show with my sculptures and my paintings combined to show both sides of my creative life. And it really was, it was an apex of my experience as an artist. And I can't be more grateful to the International Art Museum of America for what they've done for me and what you guys have done for me. Dedicated space, so when you're in there, you're not showing with anyone else. So it's basically a one-man show, and that's a real plus for an artist right off the bat. The detail work in the wood with the gold trim, it's just really adds to the architectural experience, the artistic experience, and kind of reminded me of France, actually. The Grand Palais or the Petit Palais. If you're in a space that is designed specifically just to show the art, it's like a frame around the frame of the painting. So.
And welcome to our Tenderbolt Gallery. Established alongside the Light Space Gallery in 2018, this gallery was meant to pay homage to our unique and urban Tenderloin district right here in San Francisco. As such, this space has been dedicated to displaying artists from the local art community. So since its inception, IAMA has always aimed to dedicate our Tendergold space to exhibiting new and upcoming talent from artists from all over the world. So now let's take a look at some of our past Tendergold shows.
Since at that time I was living in the Tenderloin, and the theme of the show was mainly the Tenderloin, because I wanted to kind of like celebrate or acknowledge the influence of the Tenderloin in the city of San Francisco, and how it everything comes together to what the Tenderloin has to offer or show. Well, I just, like that is the space that that is open to any kind of artist, any kind of, anybody that wants to show their work. And I really love that it's just open to the public in general like that. And that, like there's this thing that art is mainly for like people with money or stuff like that, and I think like it's important spaces like yours, that is free to the public, and that is just right there next to the right at the entrance of the museum for like the big pieces, and it has this space for like artists like us, that we're not there yet, or we don't have the opportunities, or so I really like that is just right there for all the people that go see big pieces of art, that also have the opportunity to see other kind of artists that are up and coming. And I think it's important for the art community to have this kind of spaces. I mean, especially for me, like that it was my first time doing this kind of like, I'll say big exhibition, because I exhibit my photos before.
Saw you guys and I was just so excited, and you have this submit your artwork tab on your website, and so I did that, and I heard back, and everything changed, and so grateful for that show. Honestly, like that was the most important show of my art career thus far. Really big deal for me to be in the Tendergold Gallery. So the show was called Momentary Captivation, and that is in regards to the way that I see street fashion. So for people who aren't familiar with my work, I paint acrylic on canvas, street fashion. So specifically, I take screenshots of Instagram images of fashion bloggers, models, and stuff like that. And so I called it Momentary Captivation because these models and these bloggers, they're really wearing these outfits for an hour to 24 hours, so they really are these impermanent works of art. So found you guys very excited to work with me, and just excited about the art, and you guys are just such a great team, great coordinators, and I just really loved having your guys' help, and it really felt like a team effort.
Over the past 10 years, IAMA has held a vast array of exciting events hosted by participants of diverse cultural backgrounds from all over the world. It has always been a part of our mission here at IAMA to provide our community with quality programs and events, including youth workshops, live entertainment, lectures, and more. Above all, we value the partnerships we have created and the artists we have fostered. while coordinating these diverse array of events and programs. Now let's take a look back on some of the events IAMA has hosted in the past 10 years. In October of 2012, IAMA celebrated its one-year anniversary with a fascinating dragon dance festivity. In July of 2012, the Friction Quartet held a musical event at IAMA with music by Austrian composer Franz Josef Haydn. In 2013, IAMA co-sponsored the Outstanding Teachers and Principals Award in the City of San Francisco from 2013 for 5 years. In 2014, San Francisco Mayor presented a certificate of honor to IAMA for co-sponsoring the National Mayors Conference. In 2017, Suchitra Sharma held a paper cutting event for youth as they created multiple animals in paper. In July 2019, IAMA showcased paintings from the Muse Art Club displaying Chinese zodiac mixed media works. These pieces, along with other personal pieces from the club officers and founder Allison Fang, were displayed in our Tendergold Gallery for the public to enjoy. Many of the artworks were from high school students associated with the club. This event attracted more than 100 attendees of all different backgrounds and cultures. In October of 2019, the Epiphany Dance Theater arranged a 7-site performance along the trolley route in downtown San Francisco. IAMA was specially selected as the starting point in the path of the 7 sites visits for all participants. A group of 7 dancers from Lily Kai Chinese Dance Company performed 3 spots in the routine within IAMA for visitors. This event attracted around 1,000 people overall to our museum. In November of 2019, Professor Peter Drake, Provost of the New York Academy of Art, contacted the International Art Museum of America and specially requested permission to personally bring 15 master's degree graduates to the museum to conduct classes to study and copy the original artworks. When the group was here, both the teachers and the students unanimously praised the museum in amazement, saying that they didn't realize there was such a top-level museum in the United States that holds such rare and extraordinary treasures of art in its collection. As we see from this montage, IAMA has had a rich history of events incorporating all forms of art, including musical performances, festivities celebrating cultures from around the world, youth workshops, and above all, establishing ourselves as a center for arts education by welcoming schools and universities from all over the Bay Area. The global health crisis that we all faced beginning in 2020 brought unprecedented changes to IAMA. As an organization, we had to adapt and rise to new opportunities. Part of this change was introducing virtual programs and events that helped us reach our audience in a completely new and exciting way. Beginning in 2020, we brought our programs and events online. This included highlighting our artists through virtual talks and interviews, exploring new art forms such as virtual poetry nights, continuing to bring musical performances virtually, and eventually safely welcoming the public back for exciting social events such as wine and paint nights. Let's take a look back at our recent events and how IAMA has evolved. Welcome to our gift shop here at IAMA. Our gift shop is dedicated to enhancing every visitor's experience by offering locally crafted gifts, ethically sourced merchandise, and products that are specially selected to reflect our international art, so you can always take a piece of each artwork home with you. Some of these products include high quality art prints, apparel, jewelry, postcards, and much, much more. Every purchase or donation made here at our gift shop goes towards funding our educational programs, events, and our local community by offering space for volunteers and for local artisans to come and show their work. So come and complete your visit today and visit our IAMA gift shop.